Here's the thing, you love your kids, and you're trying so hard to do all the right things. I'm going to tell you that there are 3 everyday habits that might actually be breaking their trust. Now, the worst part is that most parents don't even realize that they're doing these things. We sure didn't. Each of these habits look responsible, they seem loving, but in reality, there's a reason your child shuts down when emotions run high, and it's not because they're difficult like you may think. The truth is, if an insecure attachment isn't addressed, a child can grow up with chronic anxiety, low self-esteem, emotional dysregulation, and even difficulty trusting others. I'm going to share the hidden habits that made my child pull away, and the small, gentle changes that have been bringing us closer together again. So if you're a parent who's struggling with your child and have no idea why, this video is for you. And make sure you stick around for habit number 3, because it's the most common that tons of parents overlook. Now, let's start with the first habit that is slowly breaking your child's secure attachment. Hi, in case we haven't met yet, my name is Mallorie and I'm a full-time mom to 3 kids, 4, 2, and 6 months old. My husband and I decided to quit our jobs to become full-time parents and help others like you become the calm and confident parent that we know you're capable of being. If you're ready to come on this journey with us, let's get started. Imagine this oh too common theme. Your child starts crying and your immediate response is to stay calm, voice even. You give all your reasons, explain the situation, all while trying to stay composed. You think you're being stable and showing model behavior, but what your child is actually seeing is distance. They don't feel your calm, they feel your absence. Every time they reach for your comfort and meet your control instead, they start to wonder, are my feelings too much for you? When this happens again and again, your child doesn't stop feeling, they just stop showing it. Here's something to consider. Maybe when you were a child, you learned real quick that emotions made people disappear. Maybe your mom shut down when you cried, or maybe your dad went quiet when you got angry. So you learned to stay calm, polite, and small, because peace meant safety, and silence kept your loved ones close. Bottom line is you weren't trying to be strong, you were just trying to survive. Every time you swallowed your feelings, the room stayed steady. Every time you held it together, the people you loved stayed near. That became your nervous system's language, stay calm, and no one leaves. On the outside, you became responsible. You were the helper, the peacemaker, the one who didn't cause trouble, the good kid. But inside, your body carried all the storms you never got to show. The fear that if you lose control, everything you love will fall apart. So now, unintentionally, when your child melts down, your calm isn't just parenting, it's memory. You're trying to protect both of you from the chaos you once felt. You tell yourself you're teaching control, but what your child actually feels is distance, the same distance you felt when the adults around you couldn't meet your feelings. Without realizing it, you started passing down the same lesson, that emotions are dangerous and staying calm is to stay safe. Again, I want you to know that it's not because you're broken. It's because your body still believes what your childhood taught it, that safety means silence. But awareness changes everything. The moment you notice the pattern, you've already begun to rewrite it. When you stay present instead of shutting down, when you let your child cry without fixing it, you teach both of you something new, that love can handle the noise. The good news is that none of this is permanent. A child's trust can be rebuilt every time you reconnect after disconnection. Their brain is still wiring, still learning what still feels safe. So the next time your child has a big feeling, don't fix it. Don't explain it away. Sit beside them. Let your face soften. Stay near, hold them. You don't need the perfect words. Your calm isn't meant to erase their emotion, it's meant to hold it. Here's a personal example. My 4-year-old was having a really hard time one day and she was flailing and crying on the floor. My initial reaction is always this first habit, or it's even worse where I shut down and get really, really frustrated and mad. But this time I picked her up, removed her from the area and into my bedroom and held her while she cried. It was a little hard sometimes, let me be honest, but there was no reasoning, no punishment, just love and connection. She calmed down, and that's when I would tell her things like I was there for her, that it was a safe space, her feelings were welcome. And when they see that their anger, sadness, or fear doesn't scare you away, something crazy happens. their body actually relaxes, their eyes look for yours again, and they learn that I can feel and still be loved. That's how you become their safe place, not by being perfect, but by being present. The second habit is something good parents do without realizing it, and it slowly weakens the bond they're trying so hard to protect. Doing too much for their child in the name of safety. Maybe you pack their bag, fix their mistakes, speak for them when they freeze. You tell yourself you're guiding the way and teaching them. But underneath that protection, your child starts to believe one thing: I can't handle life without you. This pattern usually starts from love, but also comes from fear. You may have grown up with chaos, yelling, or broken promises, so now you build structure, almost kind of like armor. You plan everything, control everything, hoping your child will never feel what you felt. And I get it. You're just trying to be protective. But they do feel what you felt, just differently. They feel small under your guidance. They start to wait for your cues before acting, second guessing their ideas. They check your face before they answer anything. The world begins to feel dangerous unless you're near. Confidence fades, curiosity shrinks. They stop taking risks, and not because they're shy, but because they've learned that mistakes mean disapproval, not discovery. And one day that fear of failure becomes their inner voice, saying things like, don't try, don't stand out, don't disappoint. That's not safety. That's quiet anxiety dressed up as obedience. But here's the good part. You can give that power back. Hey guys, we'll get back into the video in a second. But first, if you've paused it all for a second and maybe felt reminded that real change starts with awareness, then please like this video. Or even better, leave a comment below on any self-awareness you've discovered recently, and we'll get back to where we left off. The next time your child struggles, don't rush to fix it. Ask, would you like some help, or do you just need more time? And wait a minute, let them think. When they find a solution, even a messy one, tell them, wow, you figured that out. A comment as simple as that actually rewires something deep within a child. It teaches them that love doesn't mean control, but belief. And when a child feels believed in, they begin to believe in themselves. And that is the beginning of real safety. Finally, this third habit is the most damaging to our little ones, and it's one that can actually cause the most harm to our child's secure attachment if we choose to ignore it. Being physically present, but emotionally checked out. You're there, you cook, you clean, you drive, you manage everything, but inside you're running on fumes. When your child talks, you just nod, half listening, while your brain races through tomorrow's to-do list. You're telling yourself, at least I'm here. But to your child, your body is there and your heart isn't, and they can feel that. Over time, when your child will feel a gap, even if they can't name it, they may start testing harder for your attention, louder laughs, bigger tantrums, more watch this moments. When that doesn't work, they eventually stop trying. You probably notice it too. Fewer stories from school, less eye contact, more time alone in their room. That silence feels peaceful at first, but it's not. It's disconnection disguised as independence. And here's the heartbreaking part. They don't stop needing you. They just stop believing you're available. Their brain learns that love is unpredictable. Sometimes you're close, sometimes you're gone. These types of kids often become caretakers in relationships as adults. They sense everyone else's emotions, but they can't feel safe in their own. I knew these feelings all too well when I was growing up. It doesn't start from neglect or ill intentions. It literally just starts from exhaustion, from a parent who's doing everything for their child, but forgetting how to be with them. Hey guys, I just want to ask you a question, and that is, what part of parenting feels the hardest to get over right now? Drop a comment below and let's figure this out together. Back to the video. Start by choosing one moment a day where you're fully there. No phone, no multitasking, no half listening. Look them in the eyes. Notice the color, the sparkle, the little smile that arises when they realize you're actually seeing them. Connection isn't built in big family trips or perfect dinners like we may think. It's built in small, undistracted moments of presence. When your child feels your attention settle on them, their nervous system actually relaxes. And that's what safety feels like. And slowly they learn that your love isn't scattered, it's steady. That you're not just around, you're with them. Did this video sound like you in any way? No matter how many podcasts you listen to or how many parenting reels you scroll through, you'll probably still end up reacting the exact same ways you did before. And it's not because you're broken. It's because you've been trying to parent differently without even learning how to heal differently. There's a big difference. The truth is, our foundation is broken and it's rarely brought to our attention. We were raised by parents who were doing their best, while now living in a modern society that tells you, well, your best isn't good enough. I'm here to tell you that yes, there is such a thing as being a calm, confident parent like you've always dreamt of. But that cannot exist unless we fix our foundation. We know that feeling of guilt and endless frustration of being a parent, hoping that tomorrow would magically be a different day. You have the family that you always wanted, but deep inside you're miserable and almost feeling regretful. We know because we were there just a few years ago. Feeling so ungrateful, tapped out, depressed, and anxious all the time. It was super exhausting, honestly. We didn't take this feeling lightly, so we researched, spent countless months, years even, looking for some sort of relief. We even studied from the best of the best, like Dr. Gabor Mate and Mel Robbins. Everything changed when we were finally able to piece some things together. We were no longer those miserable parents dragging one foot after another, just wishing the day would go faster. Instead, we turned into happy, calm parents that actually enjoyed parenting, the way we always imagined. My husband went from a zombie, depressed dad to now an engaging, fun, and happy father that he's always wished he was for our kids. The man who once was lost has now found himself again through our difficult but awesome journey. To live every day without regret or the burning guilt of, oh, did I do enough today, is truly a feeling that I wish for all parents. So if you want to go deeper to understand the why behind your reactions and start building the calm, connected home you've always wanted, we have something for you. Visit rawparentingpodcast.com to join our free newsletter and get early access to our upcoming course, which is launching in May of next year, designed to help you become the calm parent you needed growing up. You've learned what breaks connection. Now it's time to learn how to rebuild it. Remember, one calm parent can change everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.